Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Tuesday today, and every Tuesday I jump on and do a sketch challenge with you. So I'm going to do that today, of course. And if you miss any of the measurements or any of the details of the sketch, it will go live on social media. So on my Facebook group page and on Instagram in about a half hour's time. So you can watch and then grab that sketch when it goes live, or you can you can write it down or maybe take a screenshot as I'm showing it to you. I am playing with a sneak peek from the upcoming January to April mini catalog that we got to purchase in advance of the Onstage event that was held last Saturday. It was a virtual event. Onstage is stuff that happens annually. So this one was virtual in March. They're switching things up in March of next year. They're going back to a face-to-face convention called Onstage in 3 different locations around the world. So I'm so excited. I'm going to Rotterdam, Netherlands in March for that. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Long ways away from Australia. I could have come to Australia for it, and we did think about going to Melbourne, but we're going to Rotterdam. So, okay, so let's get on with the sketch, and I will show you the 2 bundles that I'm using. Well, actually, yeah, I'm show you the products that I'm using because the sneak peek is so cute. All right, let's show you the sketch first. So, kind of looks like a Brazilian flag, actually, the colors I have on this sketch. Hey, Allie, welcome. So card base of either 5.5 by 8.5 or 4.25 by 11. And I'm sorry, I don't have this in metric, but this is basically half of whatever your card stock is. Your card stock. So then a layer that is 4 inches by 5.25. And then these 2 pieces that are blue and kind of this yellow color. The blue one is 2 3/4 by 4, and this one is 2.5 by 3 3/4. Some kind of shape. I've drawn a circle, and it's about 2 3/8 inch, because if you want to use the circle punch, that's perfect. But I'm going to use, I'm using the Fluffiest Friends. So I'm going to use a stamp in the middle. And then a sentiment that's a 1/2 inch by 2, or whatever fits your sentiment. 1/2 inch will fit mine, but 2 inches isn't going to be long enough. And I'll show you that in just a minute. So whatever fits your sentiment. Okay, let me show you. So this is the Fluffiest Friends bundle. This is an online exclusive. I made a card a week or so ago using this beaver. I'm going to use this bear. Isn't he a cute little bear? He's got a pot of honey. And then, of course, there's dies that go with it. So I'm just going to use the die that cuts out the bear. And then I need a sentiment. So I'm going to use, this is the Be My Valentine. This is will be in the January to April mini catalog. It's so cute. There's a punch that coordinates it, so you can punch the bee out and the hearts. These also make wings. They're perfect. I'm using the sentiment that says you're as sweet as honey. I thought that was kind of cute. And then this is some of the adorable paper. Look at these paper. So this looks like all the little bee trails. On the other side are pots of honey. And then you've got the little bees and little checks, and on the other side are big bees and some hearts. So I thought this would kind of make a cute background. You could use, so for the sketch, I'm using all Designer Series paper for my layers, but you could use embossed cardstock or stamped cardstock, whatever you'd like. Okay, so I've got a piece of thick basic white cardstock. I like to use thick cardstock when I'm using a base. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, or whatever half of your sheet of cardstock is. Don't forget that the seasonal sale has started. So things like basic white cardstock and other cardstocks, as well as ribbon and ribbon and trim and inks from the annual catalog are on sale of up to 20% off, depending on what it is, through the next couple of days. Okay, so there's my card base. And I've got this piece. This is poppy. No, this is sweet sorbet. It kind of looks like Poppy Parade, but sweet sorbet. And I'm using the one that's all the little bee trails. Okay, so that will go on like that. Okay, then I've got two pieces. Hey, Judy, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could join. So two pieces of the designer series paper. Again, you could switch it up and use cardstock or embossed cardstock, but I just thought these were just so adorable. So I'm using the one that's the check, and then the little bees that will go behind my bear. Just looking at, okay, so we're going to glue this down. So just kind of at an angle. I'm leaving a little space down here for the sentiment. Those bees are so cute. And the stamp, this stamp has got little faces, so you can put different faces. So a smiley face, a winky face, kind of a little sideways glance face. They're just so cute that you can put on your bees if you were stamping the bees. All right, so there is my card base. So now let's do some stamping. I've got a piece of basic white. Now you're going to watch me color because I love to color. So I'm going to color my bear. So I'm stamping him in tuxedo black. Is he cute? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And then I need Poppy Parade, sweet sorbet. I realized I grabbed Poppy Parade thinking my designer series paper was Poppy Parade, but it actually isn't. It's sweet sorbet. So I'm going to stamp this one that says "You're as sweet as honey" in sweet sorbet. I might cut this apart, but we'll put it there for now. I think that's all the stamping I need to do. Okay, so I grabbed some Stampin' Blends. You could use, close that up. You could use just regular markers. You could use watercolor paper. But I'm going to use, so I've got Pecan Pie for my bear, so light and dark. So I'm going to start with the light. I like it, Stampin' Up! Actually puts little lines here that tell me where blending is most appropriate. So that helps me as I'm coloring. So I'm just going to go over most of my bear in the light Poppy Parade. If you wanted to, you could do different parts of him. You could even make him like a panda bear, I guess. We don't have, well, we do have, I shouldn't say we don't have panda bears because there are panda bears in zoos, but most of our bears are either black bears, brown bears, grizzly bears, which I think are kind of brown. Never seen a grizzly bear in person. I've seen the paw prints. We went on a sailing trip and there were grizzly bears around. We never saw one though, just some very large paw prints. We have white bears. Of course, we have the polar bears, but we have on some of the, there's an island or series of islands up the north coast from here on the Pacific side called Princess Royal Island. And they're called spirit bears, so they're white, and they're actually a black bear that have lost. They're not albino, they're just white bears that aren't polar bears. So we didn't see any of those on our trip. We were looking, but we didn't see any. All right, I've got some, this is dark petal pink, so I'm just gonna do his paw and the inside of his ear in dark petal pink. And then I'm gonna do the honey in the dark Daffodil Delight. And the bear, the honey pot in. I'm going to do light sweet sorbet. Oh, I forgot a paw. Oh well, we'll go back because I haven't done any blending on the bear either. So, okay. Then I'm just going to do a little bit. Oh, let's do. There's a little bit of a paw, and then we'll go back in. And so I always start with light. I go over just about my entire image in the light of whatever color I'm using, and then I go in the spots, in this case where it's kind of showing me that it might be a bit shadowed, like that. I think I've got them all. And then I go over it with the dark, and then I go back over and just blend a little bit just to kind of get rid of the lines. Just to blend it in. It's alcohol, so it moves around. Even if you let it dry a little bit, you'll find that it blends quite nicely. So there we go. There is Mr. Bear. So I'm going to use this is the set of dies. There are some extra dies in here. For example, there is this wasp's nest that you can hang from the tree. There's all sorts of leaves that you can cut out. But I'm just going to use my bear. I'm going to cut my bear out. You could fussy cut it if you don't have the dies. So this Fluffiest Friends is one of the new online exclusives that just came out at the beginning of November. Cut my bear out. So it's only available in the online store. These items that are online exclusives will never appear in the catalog, in a printed catalog. So they are online. Okay, so I'm going to put my bear there. I'm going to use dimensionals. I've still got some bits on this one. I got this a sheet of dimensionals, I think wet, because I can't get the backing off of it. It pulls a piece of the kind of a layer of this backing off, so I end up having to peel that off. Come on, there we go, like that. So I'm just going to put my bear with the bees all around him. And now I'm going to take, so if you don't like fussy cutting, you could just take and cut your sentiment. You could just cut a piece of cardstock. A ½ inch, I think, would be plenty for this. So I'm just going to take, sometimes if you watch me, you know I fussy cut a lot. So I'm just going to take and cut my sentiment. Isn't that cute? So this one is definitely longer than the 2 inches that I said, but whatever your sentiment, whatever length you need for your sentiment. Okay, so there's that. It's going to go there. But this is the sweet sorbet ribbon that is part of this Be My Valentine suite. So it's sweet sorbet, kind of bordered with a white. So I'm just going to tie a bow. I just want a small bow. So the new catalog, so first of all, the seasonal sale is on 14th, 15th, 16th. So it started today in North America. get started today everywhere, but so I'm just going to put that there. It goes on till the 16th. And like I said, you can get, you can stock up on your basics. So cardstock, ribbon and trim, ink, Stampin' Blends, lots of things on anywhere from 10 to 20% off. And then this catalog for the new mini comes out in January. So I'm just going to use a glue dot just to put that bow. And we'll just take this and put it kind of like that. Now, the embellishments that are part of this suite, let's use this, are flowers and hearts in 4 different colors: Pool Party, White and Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink, and Sweet Sorbet, and then Sweet Sorbet and Petal Pink. So I am going to, I think, use a heart, and no, not that one. I think I'll use one of these flowers and one of the little Sweet Sorbet flowers. They are so pretty. They're kind of, they call them adhesive backed hearts and flowers. They're enamel kind of embellishments, really pretty. And then the last thing is, of course, I need something for the inside of my card. So I've got a piece that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, same size as the card, first layer of your card base. And then I've cut a piece of designer series paper that's 3/4 of an inch by 4, and that's going to go just on the inside on this bottom. Great way to use up your scraps of designer series paper. Thanks, Deborah. I thought he was kind of cute. I had my, I do a free online class. Oh, didn't need white. Didn't need an extra layer. I always forget that when I cut a card base of white. I always manage to cut an extra piece. Oh, well. So I do my free Zoom class on Monday nights at 7 o'clock Pacific. So if you're ever available, join me. The Zoom link is always posted in the afternoon. And I'm starting, I do it every 2 weeks, and I'm starting to post the supply list. So last night we made a pop-up gift card holder, and I used this this Be My Valentine suite. So there we go. There is my cute little bear with his honey pot and this gorgeous designer series paper. Oh, it's so sweet. Okay, and let's see. There's my sketch. My sketch is here somewhere. Amazing what a mess it makes. It doesn't take me long to make a mess. So that's stayed pretty close to the sketch today, just my sentiments a little bit longer. So as I said, the sketch will go live on Facebook and Instagram in about 10 minutes time. So if you missed any of the measurements or you joined late, you can grab the measurements on that sketch. Don't forget, if you're coming in through YouTube, and you haven't hit that subscribe button, if you subscribe, you will get notified when I go live. So you don't have to remember, you'll get a beep on your computer and it will tell you that I've gone live. So I go live most Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific. So tomorrow I will be back with a technique. Hopefully it'll go better than last week. I had to kind of stop my technique last week and go live the next day because things weren't working very well for me. So hopefully that won't be the case tomorrow. All right, so 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then on Thursday at 2, it's usually a mystery. I may have to change the time I'm just thinking about Thursday. I've got something going on, so we'll see what happens on Thursday. But tomorrow I definitely will be live at 2 o'clock Pacific. All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Happy stamping. Bye.